All right, so excuse the wind, but today we are moving my buddy's truck over to my shop. We are going to touch up the paint, fix a few things on the body, maybe even prep it for an all-over paint job. But it is a f250 6-door on 35.5s with some hybrid axles. Big ass monster. The shocks are completely collapsed right now, and I'm gonna drive it over there with the suspension bottomed out, so it's probably gonna be a bumpy ride, but hopefully we can squeeze this thing into the carport where I'm going to work on it at. So let's get it going. That's where we're going in here. Well, that's what I built this thing for, is to be able to fit a semi or something big in it. It actually fits better in there than I thought it would. Sweet. All right, so I'm working on this truck, doing body work on the roof. I'm blocking some primer from some body work. And I picked up this old fan on Facebook Marketplace, as well as the forklift. Best thing I ever bought right there. And got the fan blowing on me, so it's quite nice. Finally, I'm ready for paint up here. Just gotta clean it, tape it off. Wow, I really dislike doing ridges and roofs. Doing ridges and beds and roofs. Ay, ay, ay. Fan is on point though. Well, one down, 5 more to go. Hey, this sucks. Oh. Let's get it. All right, so I'm spraying the door jambs with the doors on the truck, and I'm gonna spray the roof at the same time. My main priority is the roof, so I'm gonna try to focus on that and get that as clean as possible. Now I just gotta wipe it all down and get it sprayed finally. All right, well, I've got it all clean. Well, I say I got it clean. I still gotta tack it off, but everything's taped off and basically ready to spray. So if I can figure out how to get to everything while it's wet, I'll be doing something. Whoa, if I don't fall off the tire in the meantime. So let's get some paint on this thing. Well, that was one of the more awkward things I've ever sprayed. I did the roof and the jambs, like I said, and climbing all over this thing was definitely a challenge. Color looks good though. Slicked out nice. So yesterday I sprayed these jambs they look awesome. So I sprayed the roof also. Let's see how that, oh, well, it fell off the tire. Let's see how that dried. Hopefully it turned out nice. And holy cow. Oh my goodness. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. This bush right here, you can't see it in the camera. That bush bloomed like 2 weeks ago, and now it's freaking got little white things floating through the air. How did that not get on the door jambs? Is beyond me. That's so bad. Holy crap. There isn't a square inch that don't have like 8 pieces in it. That sucks. Man, now I gotta redo the roof. Oy, oy, oy. Well, it's always something. Well, I painted this color twice now on this roof, and the wind decided I should go for a bowling ball look. So it looks like I get to buy this expensive color again and do this roof a third time. Well, off camera, I've been on struggle street, mostly my own fault. So I painted the roof the first time, and this huge bush behind me here had bloomed like 2 weeks prior and was dropping little white pods, and they were floating through the air, just like the bugs that are flying through the air. Landed all in the roof. Couldn't leave it that way, even though the thing's 13 feet tall. So sanded the roof down, and then I repainted it. And it looked amazing, even though it's out here in the elements underneath this carport. Me, like an idiot, you see how I got the plastic draped over the sides of the truck? So the wind picked up right after I sprayed. I left, went and ate some dinner, come back, and the plastic is all over the roof. I was already cutting it close to have enough base coat to do the whole truck and the clear coat. So needless to say, I had to go buy more base coat, more clear coat, and here we are. Try number 3. I'm about to clear the roof of this thing. So, man, idiot. But power through it, baby. Man, I hope it stays this way this time. It looks just as good as the last time I did it, so cannot complain. Now dry. All right, I'm out here this morning unmasking this thing. I went ahead and sprayed the top of the bed rail, the headboard, and the back of the cab. I just got what I could get. Didn't take the bed off the truck, of course, but that looks really good. And the roof, it's already dusty this morning, but turned out really nice. So I guess the third time was a charm on that. And oddly, last night, in the middle of the night, something urged me to check my cameras. And I normally shut my compressor off at night, but last night I must have obviously forgotten it on. And strangely enough, my compressors were running and my blow-off valve was purging off excess pressure because my air compressors were not shutting off. And had I not checked my cameras, I've heard stories of the belt on the air compressor turning into hot lava and burning your shop down, basically, from it running so long, or blowing all your air lines out or whatever. So I am very grateful that something told me to check my cameras, because I have enough air compressor problems because I run them so hard, but dang, they'd have been shot by the time I got out here this morning if they hadn't burnt to the ground. All right, got the last door jamb covered up so I can keep them nice and wet looking. My truck, I probably won't paint the door jambs because for the amount of time I'm gonna spend prepping and painting them, I'll spend maybe a fraction, not even a fraction of that throughout the duration of the life of the truck actually looking at the door jambs. So I can't really justify spending the money and the time whenever my door jambs are dark or like a black. So if they were yellow or red or white, yeah, I'd probably paint mine, because I'll probably be putting a candy blue paint job on my truck here shortly. But finally got all these door jambs masked off. I'm shaking you guys all over the place. I'm just excited. So finish taping this thing off and paint it tomorrow. All right, I think I am ready for paint. I gotta wax and grease remove it, tack it, and spray it. Stole bed sheets from the house. Just kidding. Found some drop cloths to throw down and about to squirt it. Psst, it's painted. I got 3 fat coats of clear because I'm gonna have to buff it. All right, got that bad boy painted finally. It's got a lot of trash in it, but I put 3 fat coats of clear on it, so there's plenty of material there to sand it smooth and buff it. And this clear buff's quite nice. That front bumper being painted I really like, because it being flat black was really irking me. Sanding and buffing. Had a bunch of trash like y'all saw in the earlier part of the video, so all these flat surfaces, I'm sanding those and buffing them. And man, I've probably got the better half of 60 hours or more in this job, and I really didn't even expect to have 30. But hey, it is what it is, as much as I hate that saying. But yeah, 1,000 grit, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 buff. First step of many. Ay. All right, I got the doors and the bed over here all buffed. Kind of hard to tell with this color. Black, you can really tell, but this flat sections through there, you can really tell. But I've got to do the 3 doors on the other side. The bed on the other side is already done, and hopefully that won't take me too long, because I am ready to be done with this thing. All right, well, I got the mirrors and everything all put on it, and it's fixing to go to my buddy's house to get the AC worked on, so I'm probably gonna drive it over there. That ought to be fun. Everything's on it except for the rear bumper, because the rear bumper is probably getting replaced. So I look forward to seeing what else he does to this thing to revamp it. Well, we made it, Rowdy.
What?
We made it here.
Yeah.
That was a fun drive. This thing's pretty badass. I can tell you, people get out of your way in this thing, don't they?
Hey, bud. It's bang away. Bang away.
We made it.
Yay. It's bang away.
The people get, he said the people get out of the way.